तो स्टार्ट कर दिया, कर दो स्टार्ट।
कर दो सर, लिंक भेजेंगे वो स्टार्ट।
नमस्ते, मैं डॉक्टर कुणाल कामठे। इन दिस 7 days लेक्चर सीरीज कल हमने सुना था अबाउट सुश्रुत एंड द ट्रेजर्स ऑफ शल्यतंत्र, राइट। सो आज हमारा टॉपिक है रोल ऑफ आयुर्वेदिक मेडिसिन इन मैनेजमेंट ऑफ एनोरेक्टल डिसीजेस। बहुत ही अच्छा टॉपिक है। हम जानते हैं कि एनोरेक्टल डिसीजेस मतलब ओनली पाइल्स, फिशर, फिस्टुला, ऐसे देखें तो इतने ही डिसीज़ काफ़ी नहीं होते। एनोरेक्टल डिसीजेस में काफ़ी सारे डिसीजेस आते हैं जिसमें बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे डिसीज़ भी आते हैं, जैसे पॉलिप, देन कॉन्स्टिपेशन ऑल्सो इट कम्स अंडर दी एनोरेक्टल डिसीज, एप्सिस, प्यूराइटिस, सेंटिनल पाइल, देन अप टू कैंसर ऑल्सो एनोरेक्टल डिसीजेस कंसिडर किए जाते हैं। अगर हम देखें तो आयुर्वेदिक मेडिसिन्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन कंडीशन ऑफ द एनोरेक्टल डिसीजेस. इट वर्क्स according to the dosha and the prakriti of the person and that disease also. In Ayurveda, if we see the text, very much important has been given to Agni, that is nothing but the digestive capacity. Digestion depends on the various factors like our three dosha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Then in that Pachaka Pitta and Kledak Kapha plays a very important role in the digestion. So we have to consider all those things while considering or treating the anorectal diseases. Aims of Ayurveda is swasthasya swastha rakshanam, aturasya vikara prashamanam cha. Here we can see the both importance has been given to rogi and nirogi also. So we have to take care of all one, rogi and nirogi, when we are treating for the anorectal diseases. If we see in anorectal diseases, first comes Baddha Koshtata, that is nothing but the constipation. We know near about 50% of the population is suffering from the constipation. Till definition of constipation is varies. हर कोई बोलता है कि दिन में एक ही बार जाना चाहिए, कोई बोलता है कि दिन में 2-3 बार जाना चाहिए. Some people in European countries they go once in a 2 days or 3 days like that, till it is normal in that in their country. Likewise there are difference of opinion. कुछ लोग जोर देना पड़ता है, कुछ लोगों को लैट्रिन जो है वो हाथ से निकालने पड़ती है, कुछ लोगों को डेली कुछ इसबगोल जैसे मेडिसिन लेने पड़ते हैं. So there is a difference of opinion in the definition of constipation. There are a lot of factors if we see during the constipation. Those are like improper, majorly are improper diet, less water intake, lack of exercise. Then जो तान तनाव, stress, that is also plays and most important factor, most important role in constipation. Along with that some medicines like higher antibiotics, painkillers, etc. Along with that medicines during pregnancy like calcium, iron, along with the constipation can cause due to the weight of the baby, improper dietary habits, then junk food, packet foods, street foods, certain kind of infections, then lack of exercise, spicy foods, etc. causes constipation. If we see the management of the constipation, first comes the change in the lifestyle, very important thing. Proper diet, proper exercise is also important. Plenty of water. It is not written कि आपको पानी बहुत ज़्यादा पीना है या बहुत कम पीना है, but the water, whatever is required for daily activities according to their job and all, that should be taken. It means that plenty of water, then good fiber diet, avoid the irritant and spicy food items. Timely food is also important, which is given in Ayurveda. In Annapana Vidhyadhyay, very nicely it has been prescribed. Then if there is a chronic constipation, we have to treat basic cause. That is the most important thing. Likewise, some medicines are also mentioned in the management of constipation. That is those are nothing but the avipatti churna, then triphala churna, Aragvadadi Kashaya or Aragvada Churna, Trivrutta Leha, Trivrutta Churna, castor oil, ghee, Haritaki Churna, milk of magnesia. In modern also there are a lot of medicines. Milk of magnesia, then paraffin, bisacodyl, etc. Those are nothing but used for the constipation, to treat the constipation. Some consider it as a disease, but some consider it as the cause. So during treating the anorectal diseases, we have to take care about the constipation. That is the very important thing. uh, Next disease, that is the fissure in ano. There is a difference of opinion about the fissure in ano. Some people says it is nothing but Parikartika, but Ayurveda says it is nothing but the Vrana. So we consider fissure in ano as a Vrana चिकित्सा हम इसके बारे में जानेंगे इन फीशर इन एनो में. अगर हम डेफिनेशन देखें फिशर इन एनो की, तो फिशर इन एनो इज नथिंग बट द टीयर इन द एनल कैनाल इन द एनल रीजन. It is because of the straining of the straining, then constipation, hard stool, etc. There are major, if we consider the types of the fissure, there are mainly two types. Those are nothing but the acute and fissure, acute and chronic fissure. The acute fissure are those which are produced uh, freshly and it stands near about 2 to 3 weeks. That those are 21 days. Those are considered as the acute fissure, and chronic one after the third week, or some consider after the 6th week, it is considered as the chronic fissure. uh, Most of the patient who came with the complaint of pain or bleeding, burning in the anal region are more than 50 to 60% are seen fissure condition only. So in anorectal diseases, one must know fissure very well and one should treat fissure very well. हमने कल देखा है कि सुश्रुत, हाउ सुश्रुत हैज बीन एक्सप्लेन्ड अबाउट द व्रण चिकित्सा and given importance to the vrana. So fissure is also kind of vrana. If we get the mastery in vrana or vrana chikitsa, you will become a good surgeon. If we see the causes of the fissure in ano, there are a lot of causes. First cause is constipation. Already we have seen about the constipation. Then diarrhea, it is the most causative factor in fissure. Then indigestion, then forceful defecation, different kind of medication, then spicy foods, alcohol, extra non-veg, anal sex, prolonged sitting, pregnancies, use of antibiotics, less quantity of water, some diseases like Crohn's disease, then ulcerative colitis, infections, then childbirth trauma in women especially. STD also causes anal fissure, then HPV virus, herpes, etc. Those causes the fissure in ano. So in fissure in ano, there are a lot of treatments are available, but I think so prevention is the major thing we can take during or if fissure is happening. So how we can prevent the constipation and fissure in ano? Those are similar, but in fissure we have to prevent basically constipation. That is the most important thing. How we can prevent it? With the good diet and all. In prevention of anal fissure, we have to avoid constipation, we have to avoid staining, take good fiber diet, take plenty of water in regularly, then normal exercise whatever is suitable for us, then stool softener if required, then avoid some constipation agents like painkillers or extra vitamins or iron tablets, etc. Proper iron anal hygiene is also very much important. And medicines, if we see the medicines, there are a lot of medicines if we see are available for the fissure like NaCid. Those plays a very important role into the acute or chronic fissure. In certain types, so certain antibiotics are also required if pain or swelling is more. Then stool softener, Then some ointments like nephidine ointment, lignocaine ointment, metrozole ointment also we can use. If we see the Ayurveda, we have good medicines for the fissures. As we know, Vrana is the major thing in our Shalya or Sushruta has been mentioned. We have to take care of the wound very well. We can take it by by local application and by oral medicines also. In oral medicines we can take avipatti churna, drakshasa, chandanasa, draksharishta, duralabharishta, then the duralabhadi kashaya, some dusparshadi kashaya, chandanasa, ushirasa. Then for external application we can use jatyadi ghrata, jatyadi taila, even panchaguna taila are also having good results. Yashtimadhu taila, yashtimadhu ghruta, it is a choice of drug into the in during the anal fissures. Then shatavari ghruta or shatavari taila, pf care, lot of medicines are also patented medicines are also give good results during the fissure. Here we have seen the fissure, its definition, its management and prevention. Now the second disease, it is the arsha, is nothing but the piles, hemorrhoids, bawasir or vasir. Different names are there. If we see the definition, Arivat Pranana Shrunati iti arsha, who gives pain like a Ari, like a Shatru, that is nothing but the arsha. Very nice definition has been given, that is a very painful disease and very dreadful disease also. Arsha is nothing but the varicosity of the veins. Arsha is nothing but the varicosity of veins. It is having the 4 degrees, two types majorly. Those are nothing but internal and external piles. In Ayurveda also different types are also mentioned, like Vataja, Pittaja, Kaphaja. Then Sahaja also, Arsha also mentioned. If we see the modern scenario, we can see 2 types, external, internal. External pile is always remain externally. It can be called as a sentinel pile. Internal pile remains inside and it depends on its degree. They categorize as a 4 types of arsha. That those are first degree, second degree, third degree and 4 degree. Their common symptoms are bleeding, some arsha having painless bleeding, then pain, burning, bleeding, sort of oozing and itching. Those are the major complaints. If we see the degree wise complaints, those are that in first degree internal piles only bleeding and sometimes mild burning or pain will be there. In second degree, and pile mass remains inside the anus only. Second degree piles, it is a second degree piles, it means that it comes during defecation out. Patient may feel it is a swelling or something coming out from the anus, and it goes automatically after the defecation. That is the major symptom of second degree piles. Then third degree piles, during defecation it comes out and patient want to push manually, हाथ से उसको अंदर डालना पड़ता है. That is the third degree piles. 4 degree piles, it is nothing but the prolapse. वो completely बाहर ही आता है, उसको push किया तब भी नहीं जाता है. Generally we can see very less cases of 4 degree piles or prolapse piles. मेजरली हमने देखा है कि इसमें 4 लक्षण ये मेजरली रहते हैं. दैट इज ब्लीडिंग, पेन, बर्निंग एंड swelling or something is coming out. Those are the major complaints. There are lot of causes of the producing of the piles. Those are nothing but especially sedentary lifestyle. बैठे काम करने वालों को पाइल्स की बीमारी ज़्यादा होती दिखाई देती है. Then wrong food diet, lack of exercise or heavy exercise, overweight, etc. अति मांसाहार, अति मद्यपान, masturbation, sodomy, long sitting in latrine, staining, pregnancy. In pregnancy also we can find due to some medications, lack of exercise and suddenly change in the diet also. During pregnancy, sudden change in hormonal imbalance that may cause for the fissure and piles also. Ati Zagrana, then some psychiatric medicine, secondary diseases because of the ascites, then diarrhea, obesity, chronic cough, PFD. Lot of diseases are there which can produce this secondary piles also. If we see the management, change in the lifestyle is the best management for the arsha. There are lot of patients who can cure only and only by medicines. I think during practice only 20 to 25% of piles those required only surgical or any other treatment. Otherwise, only medicines are enough for the treatment of arsha. In management, change in the lifestyle is the best solution. Avoid the long sitting, intake of good fiber diet. Don't use mobile. That is the it is the management and it is the advice for all. Don't use mobile phone or newspaper during in the latrine. Previous days people were using newspaper while during latrine, but nowadays most of the youngsters and people are using mobile phone during in the latrine, which causes long sitting, straining, and pressure in the that venous flexus and causes the this one arsha. If you see the medicines, देर इज एक खजीना है आयुर्वेद में जो अर्श के बारे में बहुत सारे मेडिसिन हर एक आचार्य जी ने दी है, बहुत सारे मेडिसिन दिए लाइक सुश्रुता ऑल्सो मेंशन, चरक ऑल्सो मेंशन, अष्टांग हृदय, वैशज्य रत्नावली, रसरत्न समुच्चय, लॉट ऑफ medicines has been described about the arsha, as arsha is considered as the अष्टमहागध व्याधि. ये बहुत ही पीड़ादायक वेदना होती है, इसलिए अर्श के बारे में बहुत सारे लोगों ने बहुत कुछ लिखा है. Basically, if we see the normal line of treatment during the for the arsha, that is a good fiber diet, that is the most important thing. NaCid, cis bath, then local ointments like lignocaine and other nifedipine ointment can be used. In Ayurveda, we can see a lot of medicines like start from Arshakutharas, Kankayanavati, Drakshasav, Draksha Arishta, Trifala Churna, Trifala Gogul, Abhaya Arishta, Abhaya Amruta, Avipatti Churna, Gandhaka Rasayan, then Trivruta Churna, Trivruta Leha, Aragvada, Naga Keshara, Bolabadharas, Chiruvilvadi Kasaya, Dusparshadi Kashaya, Duralabarishta, Jati Faladi Vati also is a best medicine. Then Abhaya Amruta, antibiotics, some laxatives, lot of combinations are also available, but Ayurveda stands according to the dosha, Vataja, Pittaja, Kaphaja. We have to treat according to the condition of the dosha. We can see simple yogas are also mentioned in Sushruta Samhita, like Haridra Churna Lepa on the pile mass. It reduces Shotha and Vedana. Yashtimadu Lepa, it reduces burning and pain. Then Snuhi Arka Lep also has been mentioned in during the Pittaja Vyadhi, Pittaja Arsha. Shatavari Churna has been advised with milk orally, and Shatavari Lepa can be applied in the anal region. Then the Kapha or Vatajanya Arsha, Hirda, Haritaki and good combination has been mentioned. Likewise, lot of combination has been mentioned in and during the treatment of the Arsha Chikitsa. Arsha, but we have to take care. We have seen the Arsha Chikitsa, then Baddha Koshtata, constipation and Fissure nano. But we should not भूलना नहीं चाहिए कि हमको we are treating the Agni. Agni plays a very important role. We have to treat very well to Agni. Next हम देखें तो Fistula nano, that is nothing but the Bhagandhara. Its a definition is a boil near the anus and it get ruptured. It is connected to the anus. It is a hollow space in between the which connects the external skin and the anus, that is nothing but the fistula. In Ayurveda it is called as Bhaga Dara. जो भग को दर करता है मतलब फाड़ता है, that is nothing but the Bhagandhara. It is a very dangerous disease compared to the other diseases. Majorly 5 types has been mentioned: Ushtagriva, Parisravi, Shataponaka, Shambhukavarta and Unmargi. In modern also submucosal abscess, intersphincteric, transsphincteric, suprasphincteric, and extrasphincteric. Five types of this one fistula in ano has been mentioned. There are very less causes we can see for the fistula. Major causes are uh, IBD, then Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, trauma, abscess. Abscess is the major cause for the production of the fistula. Then anal fissure, if chronic anal fissure is there, so there is a chance of production of the fistula in ano. Then cancer, that is also cause. After the radiation therapy, then tuberculosis it can produce. But we should not avoid, or we should think mainly the cryptograndular diseases is the cause for the 80 to 90% of the fistula in ano. That is the most important thing. In the management of the fistula, we can see uh, in some section only, like submucosal abscess, submucosal fistula or other fistulas, we can see only some medical treatment only. But Shalyakarma is the best treatment for that. In Ayurveda, we can see our Brahmastra, that is nothing but the Ksharsutra, has been mentioned for the best for the fistula in ano. I think most of the fistulas create from the abscess, that is nothing but the vrana, which is having the uh, following three main avastha, that is nothing but the apakva avastha, unripe, pachamana avastha, that is the ripening, and ripe. So if the abscess in the first stage of unripe, we have to treat as a apakva abscess. So we have seen, please, we have to see in that apakva vidradi, if we do the proper treatment, it can be reduced. But the stage can be defined by doctors or vaidyas very well. Uh, during that apakwa avastha, proper antibiotic, along with that our gandak rasayan, then trifala gugulu, then trifala churna, saptamshati gugulu, and especially tilakalka and yashtimadu lepa has been advisable in apakva unripe abscess. So we can see the multiplication, that is the infection source of the infection, that is the multiplication of WBC, it stops, and it stops the ripening. The next step has been can be stopped. Somewhat in Ayurveda, Varti Chikitsa is also mentioned. So we have to take care of symptomatic treatment during fistula. But in fistula, we found that our treatments, the like Ksharsutra is the best one. Then Agni Karma is also having good results during the management of the fistula in ano, some sort of fistulas. Along with that, if some fistulas are having multi openings, that is shataponaka, we need to do surgical treatment only. There is no other choice. Or fistula, in practices we have not seen the fistula can be cured by medicines only. Next major disease in anorectal we can see, that is the प्रियोराइटिस. प्रियोराइटिस इट इज नथिंग बट द गुदकंडू. एनल रीजन में अनेक कारणों से जो ईचिंग होती है, गुदकंडू होता है, दैट इज नथिंग बट द प्रियोराइटिस. ये जो प्रियोराइटिस रहती है वो जनरली बहुत सारे लोगों में आफ्टर डेफिकेशन और इन द नाइट ज़्यादातर दिखाई देती है. देर आर डिफरेंट कॉजेस लाइक लॉन्ग सिटिंग, अनहाइजीनिक कंडीशन, then swelling, secondary infection, then krumi, that is worm infestation, and any kind of allergies. Those are the major causes of the pruritus. In the management, we have to take care of all those things and we have to treat the pruritus. First of all, we have to take care of proper hygiene, that is the very important thing, and cleanness. Maintain very well dryness. Then we can use nimba churna, गंधक रसायन, avipatti churna, krumi kuthara ras, krumi mudgar ras. Our vidangarishta is a good choice of drug. Then in modern medicines we can use Clinot B ointment, fluconazole, albendazole, mebendazole, and candid powder, or we can ask the patient to use the keto soap likewise. So if we see the manage in anorectal diseases, we can found generally three main diseases like uh, fissure in ano, arsha, that is the piles, and fistula. And in some areas it pruritus, that is gudakandu. We have to take care of all the diseases according to the our vata pitta kapha prakriti. So here we have seen the different anorectal diseases and its management. Here we are leaving abscess, because in the abscess we cannot treat only and only by medicines, but only one stage, that is unripe stage, we can treat as a abscess to rupture it. But again we have to treat as a vrana chikitsa, then it comes under the surgical treatment. Now from the tomorrow we will take one disease, and we will see the complete uh, from definition, types, its a complete sign and symptoms, its management, line of treatment, medicines, and its surgical or parasurgical treatments. Most of the people are asking now, what is the role of cis bath in anorectal diseases? So I would like to answer this one. Uh, See, cis bath plays a very important role. Apart from pruritus, you can give to any patient like fissure in ano, then arsha, then abscess and fistula. These are the major diseases you can advise to your patients. You can use for cis bath lukewarm water, or you can use some shotha haradravya like dashamula kada, trifala churna, nimba churna, or haridra churna. Both plays vranaropaka, shothahara, and anti-infective also. So during cis bath, when we advise cis bath after the pain or burning, especially it happens after defecation, immediately patient get fermentation. It is nothing but the sort of svedana karma. So after the svedana karma, all muscles around the anus, it becomes relaxed immediately after within 5 to 10 days, or 5 to 10 minutes only. So it is always advisable for each and every patient who are having fissure or piles to take properly cis bath at least for 10 to 15 minutes after every defecation, at least twice in a day. Okay, so I think we have covered most of the anorectal diseases and its basic line of treatments. So next 5 days, now we will see the particular diseases and their its management. मेरी आप सबसे ये दरख्वास्त है, अगर किसी को भी एनोरेक्टल के बारे में कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो तो दे कैन कॉल अस एंड दे कैन आस्क अबाउट एनी काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. सो हम कल मिलते हैं. आप सबको और निरोग स्ट्रीट को धन्यवाद.